In this video I'm going to show you how to add some gore to your miniatures. Hello, this is Craig from bizbox.co.uk. I'd like to wish you all a happy Halloween, and as it's Halloween I have a special little video all about blood and gore. So I've got one of these shades by Reavers and I'm going to add some blood and gore to him. You guys may already be familiar with this technique, but for those of you who haven't, I hope you learned something new here. It's really cool. I've only done it once or twice before, as you could probably be able to tell from the video, but the end result is really cool. I really enjoy it, so sit back and enjoy. Okay, so here we have our miniature. So this is one of the Corn Blood Reavers out of the Shadespire set. He's almost finished. I've got to do a few little highlights here and there, but he's at a stage where we can add some gore. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to, instead of just applying directly just some blood for the Blood God, which I've got here, we are going to use it. We're going to try and have like some stringy bits of gore and blood and stuff, and hopefully it'll look pretty cool. So what we need is we need some Uhu glue. This is essentially just like a poly cement. I think other types of poly cement may work, but you want the sort of kinds what are like stringy, and Uhu is quite stringy. So I've got an old plastic cup here. We might actually need to do it in the cup. We could just do it on top really, because we don't need a great deal of this. So I'm just going to stick a dollop of it, and you can see how stringy it is. Well, hopefully you can see how stringy it is on the camera. And that's what we want. We want a nice sort of stringy poly cement. So there are other brands available. You might not be able to get Uhu where you are, but if you know of any sort of stringy sort of poly cements, then you can use them. And if there is an equivalent that you know of, do leave it in the comment leave a comment for other people. So I'm going to add some blood for the Blood God into this, and you can see already it's like really stringy and gory. Now you could add a little bit of water if it's too thick for you. We're going to try it with this thickness, but yeah, look at that, that's really cool. So, and please do use an old brush, because this will just destroy your brush. To apply it, you could use like a toothpick. I'm just going to use an old knife blade in this one. I'm going to try that. So, now the application is where it gets tricky. We've got this severed head here, this poor little fellow here, and we want to have some goo just hanging from his neck, or like entrails and what have you. You can see it's getting stuck to a plastic actually a bit, but we've got some on the knife, so we're going to stick some on there. Dear, the application for this is going to be very tricky. I'm going to use my fingers a little bit. Maybe it would be best to use fingers, I don't know. I should have researched this a little bit better, shouldn't I? But yeah, I mean, you could even try and just have it going from top to bottom. So yeah, I've placed some on his neck, and now it's a case of just trying to pull it out without sort of pulling it off. So I'm going to sort of hold it with my finger here and just sort of, I'll just try and pull on it with the blade, maybe even with my other hand. You can see we're pulling the gore out there. Now you could have it attached to another bit on the miniature, maybe onto the skull. If it wants to. It's very springy. If we can just try and get it to stick somewhere just for now. So yeah, you can see that's not a best example, but you can see we've got this sort of like gore hanging from his neck. Ideally I want it to be thicker at the top rather than at the bottom, so maybe it'd be best to do it the opposite way. But you can sort of see what we're going for there. I'll get some more and we'll put some on his axe. Again, I haven't really done this a lot in the past, so forgive me that it's a bit sort of on the fly, but so I've added a big load onto his axe, and we can sort of just pull some of that to the base so it looks like it's all dripping down. to his base. Now this is quite a lot of gore, so you might not want to use all this gore. Yeah, it's very interesting to work with. It's almost like a putty in this stage now, but it's not as sticky as I'd have liked. It doesn't really stick to the surface too well. I wouldn't want to use like super glue to stick it on, but I suppose you could. But obviously let the super glue dry before you start pulling that around and that, because you'll get super glue just all over your fingers. But we're going to try and just pull some down to the base here, like so. Like that. Now I can neaten that up as that dry. You should be able to cut away from it. And of course, if I have another brush nearby, I'll just go grab another brush, and then, because you'd want to brush on some blood for the blood god as well, so I'll just quickly grab a brush and do that. Okay, so I just got a regular brush, and I'm just going to brush on some blood for the blood god onto his axe. Some on the other side as well. So this is how you would like traditionally just apply your blood. I want to stick some on this bottom of this guy's neck as well. So I don't want to break this or anything, but I want to try and sort of wrap it around the back of the blade also. And maybe just add a little bit more. This hasn't got to be stretched out, so we can just pull a little bit more off. Let's put you down there. Obviously the glue will dry over time, so you get a little bit of time to work with it before it dries. It's very stringy and just stuck on that. But we just want a little bit really on here. It may be a case of just having the painter on this other side. We'll see what that looks like first. But it's now starting to dry up. I'll just paint some blood. Alright, now you see it's now drying quite nicely. It's quite springy. It won't dry like rock solid like green stuff would. It's sort of like bouncy and such, but that's sticking on there quite well now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just give us a little bit longer to dry, then maybe just add a little bit more onto the neck. Okay, so what I've done is I've actually change the stuff out of the neck to go down to the base. I think that just looks a little bit better. So what we need to do is just add some blood where this connects to the ground. Same with the other one as well. The other one's actually going down onto his foot, so you have to have some blood on his foot. Maybe some on these skulls as well. Also just gonna lightly just sort of brush some up and down on the axe, add a little bit more onto that, and then just a little bit more on there. Sometimes you need a couple of coats with the blood for the blood god. I'm going to add some sort of around the guy's mouth as well. Oh, and we've knocked the thing off, so that's clever. What you could do, once this is dry, you could maybe just put a little dollop of super glue on there once you've got it in place, and that should hold it in place then. But normally it's quite good at staying put. But it doesn't want to play ball now because we're on video. As soon as I stop recording now, that'll just be fine. Sod's law and all that. There we go. Oh, it's gone off again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to super glue that in place, and then yeah, we should have our gore. Okay, so here's my finished result. As you can see, around the axe here, I've sort of neatened it up a little bit. I thought it looked a little bit too thick at the top, so once you sort of get it super glued in place, you can then sort of just trim it a little bit with your clippers or whatnot. Now I've added a bit more blood to the base to make it really bloody, and yeah, I've just glued this bit in place. Now these will be a little bit delicate, but the super glue should hold them in place quite nicely. You could even coat them in super glue if you so wish. But yeah, that is essentially just a really simple way of creating some gore on miniatures. Now you can also use this technique to do slime. Substitute the blood for the blood god with some Nagel's rot, for example. That'll give you a really cool slime effect. And yeah, literally any paint can be added to the Yoo-hoo to make any colour you so wish. So just go nuts. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial, and if you have, you can of course give this video a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so already to keep up to date with all the latest videos. I'm working on quite a few at the moment, so we have plenty of content weekly. We try and have at least 2 videos a week go up on the channel. We also have a Patreon you can check out if you want free gifts and entrances into our competitions, and we have monthly giveaways now, and also we have Patreon only content, and you can also get a free shipping voucher to our website on the higher pledges as well. So lots on there to check out if you so wish. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all in the next video.